branched out. Yeah, it's heavy with the Z, man. I got my brother Joel Q with me.
That joint you hearing right there, that's Heavy Crownz. One of my favorite joints called Shy Vibrations. Landed in my top 5 not too long ago. And during the summer, we had our summer skate party. And guess what? You heard DJ Cash Era blast that thing while we got our skate on. And in the building with me, Chicago, I got the one and only Englewood's son, also known as Heavy Crownz. He's in the building.
Oh, yo, peace, my brother. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling well, feeling swell. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm doing well, man. Shout out to all my farmers out there worldwide, planting with intention, loving on each other, man. What's up?
I love it, man. You like the nature within you, and then the love within you. It blossoms, man. And I know that your energy, it touches a lot of people, especially, I would like to say the Englewood community.
Come on.
But before I tap into Englewood community and things of that nature, I want to talk a little bit about how in Englewood, legendary brother came through. One of hip hop's pioneers.
Yes.
From out of New York, the Mecca.
The Bronx.
You feel me? Came through Englewood, Chicago. And you got a chance to spit with the good brother KRS-One. Not just spit, you freestyled off the dome.
Yes, sir.
Both of you. And he passed you the mic to spit some bars, man. I mean, how elevating was that for you as well as the Englewood community?
Man, one, this, I want to give a quick pretext because you said something. I was like, man, the Bronx is like one of the earliest boroughs in New York to really pioneer the music, right? And then just like a tidbit to my beloved Englewood, the Cha-Cha Slide was created in Englewood.
Ooh.
A block down from where I grew up.
R.I.P. to the late and great Mr. Casper.
Yes, sir. But yes, bringing it back, I said that to just show that some of the earlier Chicago, hip-hop or music roots started in Englewood. But man, KRS-One, he has a couple different relationships with different community spots and orgs in Chicago. One of them was basically like, yo, KRS coming. They reached out to my big brother Corey Luckett at Englewood Branded. And it was like, yo, we want to bring him to Englewood. Where should he go? Corey pretty much orchestrated all that. We brought him to Englewood, right off 630 Ashland at the Englewood Branded Break Room Pop Court. And he came to speak to the youth about a couple different things. And then, I had a chance to speak to him about, how he's really impacted my journey as an artist, my content, my mind. And he was just in the mode, man. After that, he got excited and he was like, yo, I want to freestyle. And I was like, say less. Let's do it. Man, next thing you know, he rapping. He turning it to me. He handed me the mic. And I think it was just my time to step into, who I already knew I was and what I'm here to do.
You was in mode, too. I want to load the snippet. I don't know if the snippet is gonna load. Let me see if I could play a snippet for our listeners. Let's see if we can get this thing loaded up and work. Let's see here.
Let's see.
I do it all day 'cause I would not could. Chilling in what? I got the camera on me. Where the next MC spit it, G?
Okay, it's heavy with the Z. I was born to plant these seeds. I came from a little gnat, it seems we growing trees. And Englewood, the fertile ground is proper for the moment. He started up and now I gotta keep with this commotion. It's moving locomotion, we connected like the Wi-Fi. Me and KRS-One and the Most High. This the perfect time, all boats rise with the tide. You ain't know, I'm just speaking to people through third eye.
Ooh-wee. Oh man. Hold on. Let me give you some more round of applause for that. Cause that's off the top of the dome.
Definitely off the top, super pure.
Not written, none of that. And I mean, as we all know, KRS-One is a freestyleologist. But many may not know you yourself. You are a freestyleologist too. You gets it in without a pen.
Yeah, for
Or a
sure.
pad.
For sure. Born that way, man. Put a lot of reps in on this rap side. So, coming off the top is just something, really dear to me, pure. So, yeah, man, I get down with them freestyles, man.
Would you say you started freestyling before you started actually taking your career seriously?
For sure. Oh, yeah, for sure. First started writing around 11 years old, probably 11, 12. And then after that, as early as I can remember, after that, I was just freestyling all the time. Freestyling in school, rapping on the block, freestyling, just rapping all the time. For fun, before I even was like, yo, I'm going to take this serious. It was just like something I was doing.
And something I've noticed like throughout your career, Heavy, is transitions, growth. I would say it's growth. Like listening to when we first bumped heads some years ago to where you're at now, all I've seen is growth. And I want to know, like, how did you find yourself to get in the type of mentality you're in now, not only musically but like personally?
Man, a lot of prayer. A lot of, building relationship with the Most High, a lot of reading, studying different books, reading different, thought houses, or spiritual texts, really just figuring out what grace means for me, what it would mean to actually like have grace and live in grace. And once I realized that, I came to the conclusion that, grace is something. Growth is going to happen. I'm going to change. I'm going to learn. I'm going to expand if I'm present to the opportunities all around me to do so. And it don't even really require, a whole bunch of work, more so a whole bunch of being present to, all the things around me that's always aiding, always adding, supporting where I said I want to go. So once I realized that, once I'm going to be who I'm supposed to be already, I just need to, take it a seed at a day, water the relationships that support me, and give other people their sunlight and their attention when it's needed. And I'm going to be right where I'm supposed to be. So that just permeates through my music. It flows through everything I do, how I treat others. So, yeah, man, real simple. Just take every challenge, every task, everything as a seed, and take baby steps. Love on yourself, self-care, self-love. You're going to be where you're supposed to be. So I figured that out, and it's just been on and popping since.
It's Vocalo Radio 91.1 FM, Chicago's only NPR music station. I'm live with my guest, Heavy Crownz. We're talking about growth as you hear, and I want to tap into a record off your latest mixtape.
Yep.
Growth on Notice.
Yes.
You linked up with Pivot Gang, Zone, MF, and Mello. Break down this record before I get into it for the listener.
Man, so shout out to Pivot Gang, you know what I'm saying? Big Pivot, MF and Mello, that's my brother. Someone, Pivot has seen a lot of success over the years, and they've been a family and growing for years now. Shout out Saba being, one of the main leaders, but they've seen a lot of me and poured into me, especially Mello. Me and Mello been able to grow over the time. So I always felt like he don't get all the, notice he deserved. And I felt like that for myself too. So I couldn't think of a better person to kind of be on this joint that resonates with kind of, being slept on, but we growing.
Ooh, that's how you sum it up, man. Here's Growth on Notice right here on Vocalo Radio.
Kid breathe.
So you can't ignore it. I've been running up the numbers, you can keep a score. If it ain't harvest time, then we gon' plan for it. The phone is on pivot for the digits, if you know.
Got my special guest in the building with me. Heavy Crownz is here. And previous to the break, we were speaking about growth. We were talking a little bit about the legendary KRS-One visiting Englewood. And y'all heard a snippet of both KRS-One and Heavy Crownz delivering a crazy freestyle for you all right from the top. None written, okay? Right from the top. Now, you put out a project, right?
Yep.
I believe the lead single was Shy Vibrations, which we was definitely feeling the vibrations.
Appreciate that.
To, earlier this summer. Well, it wasn't early. I'm gonna just say midsummer. Had us getting our skate to, and which something you like to indulge in
Yes,
as well. And yeah, you finally branched out. Perfect timing, I feel like. What was the idea behind Branched Out and it being a mixtape instead of, pushing the album theory?
Well, you and I, we talked about this a little bit in the past. Other people that have listened to it, like, yo, man, this sounds like an album. To me, I know that I can take it further. I can even be more intentional with, how I curate tracks, interludes, and just overall themes. And so, there's not an album yet. We could take it further, but I think, the origins of Branched Out are really just rooted in me taking time to reflect my past year, maybe even the last year and a half, just about all the different places I've been traveling for music, the connections I've been making across America and beyond, the relationships I've been able to highlight on this tape in the form of features. All that Branched Out has really just been about expanding. I'm trying new things, challenging myself, pushing myself, growing to, be able to have a different vantage point, to see things differently, to landscape, to really go further. So, that's what Branched Out was about. It came from just sitting in the airport with my girl, really reflecting.
Wait, what airport were y'all in?
We was in.
Were y'all in L.A.?
We might have been in L.A. We might have been in L.A. Might have been in LAX. And, we were just planning for, I had some shows. I had some opportunities coming up in Oakland. I had a show in San Fran. I had, what did I do? I shot a video in Atlanta. And I was just planning for more traveling. And I was like, man, I'm really doing it. Like, I'm really branching out right now. This is really cool. Like, I'm not bound by, the Chicago city limits. I'm doing a lot in a lot of different places. Like, so
on the music side, too.
On the music side, not just, traveling just to travel. So that was like a real dope affirmation for myself about like where I want to go beyond. And so Branched Out was born out of that.
And I asked that because, when you all take a listen to this album, Branched Out, it's out right now on all streaming platforms. And as you see, I'm giving you all a taste of what's on it. You will hear like a LA type vibe, LA Chicago vibe. And Chicago's own Kid Breeze, he helped facilitate the production on this thing.
Sir.
And I mean, I've never heard a sound like this. I mean, we all heard our Bay Area sound, our Cali sound, but combining the two, Cali and Chicago, it's been a very unique listening experience. And I ain't gonna lie, every time a beat come on, I'm instantly, oh, this is a vibe. And I mean, like, how easy was it? Well, how was it for you even working with Breeze executively for this project?
Man, there ain't nothing but a hand in the glove, man, the sock in the shoe. Me and bro, we've been building for years now. And he knows where I'm trying to go with things. We had a conversation before we ever really started cooking up, and I was like, yo, man, I kind of want to build this bridge between the Bay Area and Chicago, because just in my travels, all the different places I've been able to really build a relationship with a lot of people from the Bay Area. And, they've accepted me and showed me a lot of love in a lot of ways. And I've always been a big fan and student of E40, 40 Water. So I just felt like right now, with all the different traveling I'm doing, I think it'd be dope to create a sonic bridge from here to another place. And I got mad love for Northern California, Bay Area. So Breeze was already in alignment with that. So, we put our heads together. We got dirty. We put our hands in the soil, and this is the fruit we end up producing from it. So, yeah.
And it sounds amazing. No, this expansion is the real word. I love that because you all have expanded and touched like a new territory within, to me, a sound genre. And I want to touch a little bit more on like the mixtape.
Yeah.
Because Branched Out is a mixtape.
Yep.
And as I'm going to speak for me. the mixtape era, boy, I had a time, man. Gucci, Lil Wayne.
Come on.
Jeezy. Oh my God. It was so many crazy mixtapes that came out around the mixtape era that I enjoy. But for you, I mean, what's your thoughts on the post, or I'm gonna say the post mixtape era and now like the present mixtape era?
I'll say this, like, definitely I was super, inspired, impacted by that era, namely from Gucci Mane to Currency and Lil Wayne for sure. You had to be there for the Lil Wayne run.
Man.
But, Gucci and Currency really impacted me, showing their level of output, how consistent they were. And I see it coming back, with artists like Jay Worthy, Larry June, and so many others, Westside Gun, the whole Griselda camp. There's a lot of people that's putting out music at a very high rate, back to back, not really letting. And I see that it kind of works for the streaming world we in. Like, the more you putting out, the more opportunity people got to just keep streaming your work. So I'm in the process of, increasing my output in that same vein. I possess the ability to. I'm one of them artists that if everything is proper and in order, I could push out a lot of music in a year's time. And so I think moving forward, y'all gonna see that more. So it's impacted me because it's some artists that, they drop every once a year or every so many years. I'm more of an artist that could really let you into my life in quicker repetition than that. And so, yeah.
And honestly, you say you're a part of it. I feel like all you gotta really do is go get you a DJ to host the tape. Like back in the day, grab a DJ, let him do what he do on time.
Yeah.
If you would, who would they? Do you have a DJ in mind?
Yeah. My DJ, DJ Simba, man. Shout out to my DJ, man. One of the greatest DJs in the city of Chicago. Also, crazy talented, super ear. He's helped me, get better at my stage performance. And so, yeah, for sure. Me and Simba probably gonna do that.
Yeah.
We've had some conversations about it. So, it might be time to just really dive fully into that mixtape era feel.
Bring us
on that
back.
note.
Let us feel it again. You feel me? And DJ Simba do go crazy.
Yes, sir.
Now, it's Vocalo Radio 91.1 FM, Chicago's only NPR music station. You hear my live conversation with Englewood's son, known as Heavy Crownz. We're talking about his project Branched Out. And right after this record, we're going to talk a little bit about Englewood growth and Englewood growing, because you put this other record together.
Mm-hmm.
But most importantly, the growth of Englewood has been phenomenal to watch. But let's tap into this record with you and Mother Nature. It's called Carrot Juice. We coming right back.
Mother Nature, we planning everything. Yeah, carrot juice for a crew. Yeah, you know how we go. I like to hit my smoothie with some honey for the blend. Spraying rose water in my beard, cause I'm Zim. Yeah, you could catch a Uber, can you get back in the fan? I'm playing with some figures, bank on ballerina. It's moving and flow, just to let you know. My girl bought the carrot juice, dude, it was fresh press, no coke.
Carrot Juice from Heavy Crownz and Mother Nature off of Heavy Crownz' latest project,
Yes,
Branched Out. He's in the building with me. It's Vocalo Radio 91.1 FM. I'm your host, Bekoe. It's the Windy City Hour. And as we get ready to conclude things, man, Heavy, we got to talk a little bit about Englewood because that area is a prominent area within the Chicago region in general. A lot of good.
Chicago history.
A lot of history. Some bad, some great. You know what I'm saying? And you've been making history yourself by becoming a community leader, doing so many things within a community. First and foremost, like what led you to becoming one of the community leaders in Englewood? Like what touched you? Like I have to give back and make sure my community is on the right pace.
Man, I don't even know if I'm ready to even be seen as like a community leader. I accept it. I'm just a vessel, man.
That's what you like.
know what I'm saying?
You consider yourself a vessel.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, right. I'm a leader. I was born, to be a leader, but I ain't really here for no type of cloud of credit. So it's like I'm just here to kind of like serve the people. I think that starting off in education and going to school, getting my degree in history, I always was about like feeding my people new information or about themselves, you know, the truth of our history, you know, things to just see people, you know, grow in their self-love. That's always been my MO. And I think it wasn't until I was really on the streets doing the dirty work with Trap House Chicago, shout out my brother Mashawn Ali, that I was like, man, I'm doing all this dope work here on 79th and Chatham. I really would love to be able to be doing this in Englewood. And so now I'm a director for an amazing nonprofit called Imagine Englewood. And, you know, we expanded so many different programs from love babies to adults. So many programs, man. Free computer literacy classes, financial literacy workshops, healthy cooking, plant-to-plate programs from our garden. So many things we doing that I'm a part of, not creating, but just, you know, doing, bringing, providing. It just make me happy to also be in line with so many other amazing orgs in Englewood doing this work. And then on the artist scene too, shout out to my Great Thinker family, my Dirty Everyday family, you know, other artists that also see it's important to give back to our neighborhoods and communities. And so I'm grateful to be in Englewood and be able to just be a vessel for so many things.
It's grown you into an amazing human being, man. And I feel like a lot of people that you come up with, like everybody I've met, from the great thinkers to the farmers, it's always this positive rush of like energy I get, like positive energy. And I love it, man. I just want you all to continue to keep growing, keep doing your things, keep planting them seeds. You spoke on garden. Like when we last talked, I talked about how, you know, Englewood was the very first to get a Whole Foods. And let me break this down, Team Vocalo. When I say first, I'm talking about black area, okay? Black neighborhood that receive a Whole Foods. Anytime you see Starbucks or like a Whole Foods or Mariano's, certain restaurants or certain grocery stores, the first thing that comes to mind for us is, okay, they about to rebuild this area. And Englewood was one of the first to receive Whole Foods until they ultimately left. But you've been speaking highly on farming and gardening. Before we head out, can you at least shout out a couple of other grocery sites and markets that's been helping the community?
Yeah. Shout out to Grow Greater Englewood. They usually have, and it's about to go in the colder months, but they usually have an amazing farmers market they do on 58th and Halsted. Shout out to Growing Home, where you can always go and get very, very, very great produce for a super low price. Grow Greater Englewood, Growing Home. Who else am I forgetting? E-Man, and their fresh produce store, the Grow Green Community Fresh Market on 630 and Racine. So many people are really at the forefront of this, you know, fight for more healthy food options. So, man, if you don't know about Growing Home, look into Growing Home, Grow Greater Englewood, E-Man Central. Amazing work in Englewood right now for food independence, fresh food sustainability. They doing it, man.
Yes, sir. And I'm like, I had to mention that because gentrification is real. And it's good to see people come together and make it happen, like not leave the community and make sure the community is fed. And Branched Out is out right now. I got this joint, Englewood Growing. Oh, man, one of my favorites. And with that being said, I holla.
Peace and all of this.